Hi, Dr. Brenda Slovin here from yourmigrainedoctor.com. And today I wanted to do a video on one of the top 3 reasons why people suffer from chronic migraines and chronic headaches. I've been taking care of chronic headache patients, migraine patients for years and years and years, and this is definitely there are 3 most common reasons to suffer migraines. This is definitely tops on the list. Today I want to talk to you about something called adrenal fatigue. The adrenal glands don't get a whole lot of press, so you probably don't know what they are, but they are those little pea-sized glands that sit on top of each kidney. The adrenal glands consist of 2 sections, the medulla, which is that inner portion, and the outer portion, which is called the cortex. The adrenal glands release certain chemicals and hormones that allow us to deal with immediate as well as long-term stressors. And when they get stressed out, well, that can be a problem. Between years of poor sleep, unrelenting fatigue, chronic pain, excessive stimulants, poor diet, and relying on so much medication, the adrenal glands and the hormones they release absolutely can be used up. And once adrenal exhaustion hits, it's easy for that body to really break down. Adrenal exhaustion accelerates that downward spiral towards chronic poor health. And some of the symptoms that show up are things that we experience every day and don't think too much about. Well, some of those symptoms include chronic headaches, allergies, whether it's to food as well as to the pollen like outside, nagging injuries, those things that just don't go away, fatigue, pain, especially joint pain, muscle pain, depression even, lowered libido, chronic infections, cold hands, cold feet. These are just some of the symptoms that can happen with adrenal fatigue. So how do we test for adrenal fatigue? How do we know if we have adrenal fatigue? Well, there's some very special functional medicine testing that can be done in order to determine whether or not you have adrenal fatigue. But a quick at-home test would be a pupil dilation exam. Just go into a dark room that has a mirror, grab a pen light or a flashlight, and just turn that on and let the light shine directly into your eye. So your pupil should constrict right away, and if that pupil can maintain its contraction for 30 seconds, then there's a really good chance that adrenal fatigue is not the problem that you're dealing with. However, if your pupil cannot stay cannot stay constricted for 30 seconds, but it begins to dilate after just a couple of seconds, there's a really good indication that adrenal fatigue may be what's causing some of your bodily breakdown. So what are the things that you can do at home to help yourself with adrenal fatigue? Well, sleep. You need sleep. The whole world doesn't improve unless you sleep. So you absolutely have to sleep. There's no question about it. You need to find a way to go to sleep, and you need to do that without medication. Secondly, if you drink lots and lots of water, that's going to help you as well. Your body very often gets dehydrated. Most of us don't drink enough water. If you drink about half your body weight in ounces per day, that's a really good start. Also, whatever you can do to reduce your stress. So I know that's kind of a funny thing because we would tend to think to do that anyway, but if you can have somebody do a task for you, please go ahead and do that. You don't have to be everything to everybody at all times. You can let other people do the job too. Okay, and lastly, and this is a tough one, because those with adrenal fatigue tend to wake up in the morning and not feel hungry. So if you wake up in the morning and you're not hungry after having fasted for 7-8 hours during the course of the night, there's a good chance that adrenal fatigue is the issue. Also, if you wake up and you crave salt, or if you wake up and you actually feel a little nauseous and the thought of food makes you sick, there's a good chance that adrenal fatigue is part of what you're dealing with as well. But one of the best ways to help fight against adrenal fatigue, along with the reduction of stress, the water, is to also make sure that you're eating your breakfast. Now, breakfast doesn't need to be a huge display of food. It can be very simply a handful of almonds and an apple. Just something. You have to wake your body up. You have to give yourself energy. All right? So if none of those things work for you, and you're still fighting with that adrenal fatigue, then the other thing that you might need might be an adrenal extract. So adrenal extracts help improve the amount of cortisol that your body produces, the amount of, namely cortisol, but as a result, it will help improve the other hormones such as aldosterone, serotonin, DHEA, dopamine, gamma-aminobutyric acid, GABA, as well as 300 other hormones that are produced by the adrenal glands. So adrenal extracts can be found over the counter, and you just follow their ingestion instructions. So I hope that you found that very, very helpful. Again, my name is Dr. Brenda Slovin from yourmigrainedoctor.com, and I look forward to speaking with you sometime real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.